Subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss another update from India Forums.
I love Bollywood for being Bollywood. I love it. I'm not one of those people who want to change anything in the industry. I love it. The dancing, the songs. Again, many of my cousins abroad ask me, "Why do you guys still have songs in Bollywood?" I said, "No, don't ever come close to that topic. Songs are Bollywood, and I love the fact. I am very excited when songs come. I have to say it on this interview. I have not got so injured while I was doing action sequences, but romancing Mahima has been a more injury experience for me."
Today we have with us an amazingly talented person whose recent transformation got our pupils diving in. His astounding and promising acting, seen in the trailer, has already won millions of hearts. Previously, he made us groove on Shogada Tara, and now he's making us do the Ganpati dance on Vignahalka. We have with us none other than Pune ka Naya Bhai, Ayush Sharma. Hello Ayush sir.
Hello. Please call me Ayush. No, sir. Please.
Okay.
Too young.
Well, as I said, that people are so curious, seeing the trailer itself.
Yeah.
I have a few comments here which are done below the trailer content. The first one is, I am more excited to see Ayush's character. Not gonna lie, I think Ayush is quite impressive with the villain avatar. I am placing my bet on Ayush this time. So, how does it feel that the trailer itself has garnered so much of praises,
I'm fingers are crossed. I'm very excited. For me, when the trailer came out, yeah, I wouldn't deny that I was having big jitters before the trailer launched. Like I was right the staircase, and I was like, I don't know. Like 3 years, I worked on this, and now finally after 3 years, it's gonna come out. I don't know what is going to be the first response, and if people even buy the fact that I am the antagonist in this film, and when finally the positive comments started pouring in, I didn't know how to react, and I'm very excited. Can't wait for them to see the film. Can't wait for the whole sequences to open, and finally the whole character arc to come out in front of them. So I'm very excited. Nervous, yes. But it obviously, when your trailer gives you this kind of reaction, then you're like, okay, I think the first step is right. Maybe, it's going to be a good one.
Also, in your previous film, your character is so contrast which you're playing now.
Yeah.
So, were you waiting for such a script or what?
No, actually, from my first film, I always wanted to change myself in my second film. Like, I was very clear about the fact that I need to do something different. I want to explore myself, do multiple kind of things, even try comedy. After this, I would love to do a comedy film or, do something different. So I didn't want to put myself in the box. So I was very certain from my first film that, okay, I'm doing Lavayatri because that's the typical launch in Bollywood, and I love that fact. I love Bollywood for being Bollywood. I love it. I'm not one of those people who want to change anything in the industry. I love it. The dancing and the songs. Again, many of my cousins abroad ask me, "Why do you guys still have songs in Bollywood?" I said, "No, don't ever come close to that topic. Songs are Bollywood, and I love the fact. I am very excited when songs come." So. And in my second film, I generally wanted to do something different. I felt that the more I change myself, and the more I learn, because I think it's a learning arc. Nobody can say that they are a perfect actor in the first film. It's a gradual process of learning more and more. The more you act, the more you work, the more you train towards it, the better you get. So I wanted to change myself, and luckily, when stars are aligned and you have something. So you just right after Lavayatri, we saw Mulchi Pattern. I was called in to see Mulchi Pattern, and I saw the film, and I said, this is very interesting, because more than anything, I am very excited to be great. I want to change myself, and I wanted to do that whole thing that when the audience sees Lavayatri and they're like, okay, this is Shogada, this is the cute, sweet, simple boy, and then it comes out as, yeah, he's turned in so grey, and what has he done? I wanted to do that.
Perfect. As you said, we all know that this film is an adaptation of Mulchi Pattern. So, did you have any pressure to do justice to the character which you're playing?
For me, I always believe that when a character, a scene, is given to 10 different actors, you'll have 10 different ways of doing it. And I loved Om's work in that film, but I wanted to create my own version of it. I want to create my own way of presenting this character. And when there's an adaptation, obviously there's some changes to it. There's some things that you're moving around, because as your drafts are working on, there'll be an arc. So he's following the arc of the script he worked on. I'm following the arc of the script that I worked on. So it's like two different films by the end of it. Yeah, their plot line, the story, everything is going to be almost the same, but you will have those changes. You will have this thing, like for example, in the original film, the cop's character is not, as in runtime, is not that much, but in this film, we have enhanced the cop's character. He's full-fledged in the film. He's through and through the film. So now you have now we have used the trope of that there are two characters who are actually the flip side of the same coin. So one side is the good side, the other side is Raul's side. So I said, now my journey will be not decided by what Mulshi Patton's journey was. My journey is going to be decided for the new version of the script.
And we have heard that Salman sir is very much brutally honest about his opinions.
Yeah.
So was there any incidents like Salman sir ne aapko bola hoga ki no, I wish I don't like this, ye mat karo, wo karo instead. So he advised you.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Sometimes somewhere down the line in this film industry, to have one honest person to tell you what it is, to call in the shots, it's amazing. It's the best thing you can have. It's an asset because the thing is, there's so many people who work hard on the film. By the end of it, even if the film has not shaped up well or something they didn't like about the film, they didn't like about the story, somewhere down the line, your family knows you put your heart and soul into it, so they feel very guilty to tell you, like, nah, this is not the one, because you're like, I've seen the person going through that kind of pain and this and that. With Salman Bhai in the equation, he knows that he has to be honest. So most of the times, regarding from my action to my acting to the way I talk to the way I would do my scenes, everything, he has been a very constant force of criticism, and I genuinely believe that's a blessing in disguise.
Of course. And not to miss your transformation, like, were you nervous while you were preparing yourself for this transformation, because you knew that you were going to go shirtless in front of Salman sir?
Yeah.
So how was the preparation like?
See, I from the moment go, I knew that there is no comparison. I knew the fact. I said, I'm not going to try to say, okay, I'm going to create a physique which is going to be better than him. He has been training for 30 years and I'm doing it now. So I can't do that. He has the magnum opus stardom. So all I can do is just justify my part. So I was very clear from the moment go that I am not here to compete with him. I can't. It's unfair. But the fact of the matter is that if I just need to hold my own, I need to be distinct. So here the idea is not to compete with him toe to toe. The idea is to actually be so different that they're two different personalities by the end of it. So while I knew that he is somebody whose physique has been revered by so many people for so many years, and I have been inspired by him for so many of my personal instances, I've always looked at him and admired him for what kind of effort he puts into the training. I just absorbed his ideology of training, that yes, this is the kind of dedication he puts into it, and I'm going to create something which is going to be my version of it. That okay, I'm going to be lean, cut up, I'm going to be muscular, I'm going to be much more harder, I'm going to be like this little, like because my character is somebody who's a gangster, who starts out from the village. So he's going to be rugged, he's going to be tough, he's going to have those brooding shoulders, and he's just going to look like a ripped physique. So the idea was not to compete with him, but to create something complete contrast to what he was.
Of course. How would you describe your experience with working with Mahesh Manjrekar?
Oh my God, he's an institution. He's an institution. Like I genuinely feel for any actor, and I say this because I've gone through it. For any actor to be directed by Mahesh Manjrekar is a blessing in disguise. He is a brilliant actor himself, and he's a very celebrated director as well. But he would never enforce his style of acting onto you. Whereas he will make you discover your own style of acting. He will make sure that you understand yourself better. Like I remember my first few moments when, first few hours on set, and the first thing he told me was, I want you to undo everything about acting. I just don't care what you've learned, what your coaches have told you, which institute you went to, and what they told you about how to prepare for a scene and this and that. Just let it go. I don't care. For me, just come on set. That's it. That's all I want from you, and I want you to just understand who you are in this film. That's it. It's like, I don't want you to try to put up an act of bhai. I don't want you to walk in a certain style. I just want you to be here in this scene at this point in time, and the rest you leave it up to me. Like there was a moment between the middle of the shoot. He planned a scene where he said, I want you to abuse said, sir, this is not in the script. I said, it's okay. Use. And he made me reshoot that scene for about 4-5 hours till the time he didn't feel that my abusing was convincing. And I'm like, but that time I'm like, why are we hell-bent on doing this abuse? It's not a part of the scene. Why are we doing it? And this is not what the film is. He said, no, this is my way of making sure that you get out the comfort zone of being liked. It's okay. Just open up. Just let go. It's fine. This character is something that you don't need to make people like you. You just need to be honest. That's it. And he took that time while we are shooting to break me and make me, because I'm, every time you're coming to that dialogue, you're like looking at what people are thinking. Like, what will they think of me? Like, they might think I'm such a crass human being, or maybe I'm just a very, I don't know, I'm misbehaving on set. And he made sure that till the time that, the frustration, the anger of not being able to crack the scene is coming on, that it's been 30th take and I'm still not being able to do this. And that crankiness comes on screen. I said, got it.
Very well. And we heard from Mahima that you're quite a prankster. That you pranked her, that she has to do a song scene with a body double. So is this how Ayush is in real life also?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you prank in real life with everyone?
No, see, the thing with Mahima is, I have to say it on this interview, I have not got so injured while I was doing action sequences, but romancing Mahima has been a more injury experience for me. Like, she has stepped on my toes, she's hit my fractured hand, she has done multiple things, and she's a goofball of the first order. She is genuinely a goofball, and I have this one BTS video that I'm going to make it viral one day. On her birthday, I'll post it out. This was my experience of romancing Mahima Makwana. No, but she's a sweetheart. But she had, we had so many these instances, so many instances where she stepped on my toe and this and that, and here I am, because I've done my first film, and I'm like, yeah, this bit I know. The song bit I know. How to make exchanges, expressions, and how to move around his body language, that much I know. You need to, and I'm making sure that she's petrified by this whole thing. I said, it's a Bollywood song. It's the first Bollywood song. You need to be very careful, because the slow motion shots are the ones where actually the actor gets revealed. And this is where you need to, and she's like getting all worked up and sweaty and all that. I'm like, you make sure, because it's a slow motion is where everybody falls. Slow motion shots are where you need to work hard. So after that, eventually, finally, I pulled a prank on her, because we had to do this one intimate moment, and she was like, she comes up to me and she's like, I'm a little scared, and I'm more than her, I'm scared. So I'm like, okay. So I like, just to lighten up my own mood, I pulled a prank on her.
Very well. If I'm in the situation, if Arpita is watching the film theatre and then there's this final sequence between you and Salman sir, who is she going to cheer up for?
I think she's going to close her eyes. She's going to close her eyes.
Thank you, Ayush,
Thank you
for
so
talking
much.
to India Forum. So that is Ayush Sharma, aka Rahulia for all of us. And make sure that we are all heading to theatres on 26th of November and pouring our love for Antim. Signing off, this is Nikita Bagwan, India Forum's Mumbai.
Hey guys, check out our revamped website at www.indiaforums.com to get your daily dose of entertainment.
I am Ayush Sharma, and you're watching me on India Forums.